I think we had a little glitch.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Hopefully we didn't lose too many of you.
I'm just
I
too
think
much for
the
this.
internet could,
That's
I was
right.
just about to say that.
I think we
The
broke it.
internet
I
could not
totally,
handle Kelly
I
coming
did
back.
a Kim Kardashian. I Kim Kardashian this.
Anyway, we were talking
Understandable. I get it.
Are you done? Like your head just got like 10 times bigger. We were talking about the number of guests that we had over the years, and we invited a reproductive attorney. Well, we initially, you and I, and then we had a chat with our intake department. Stephanie was with me on that episode. We spoke with a reproductive attorney, Robert Terenzio. That was a wealth of information.
Mm-hmm.
We also had an intended parent, Tim Sullivan, that graced us with his visit and spoke about the surrogacy process and what that was like for him, and also shared with us that he is starting an escrow agency. So we celebrated that with him. And then the last episode we had Janice Young, who is a psychologist.
She still is.
Who is a psychologist. And we talked about
the evaluations, the
donors,
specific components that relates to the IVF process.
When working with intended parents versus surrogates versus egg donors, what she looks for in each candidate when doing the evaluation, the supports, the mental support that's really important, is much needed when going through this process.
Which is like in that Netflix movie. There's a Netflix movie out right now.
Oh my God!
Called
Private Life.
Private Life.
Private Life.
Personal life. Private Life.
So if you haven't watched it, maybe you should stop.
It might be a spoiler alert. Yeah, we're gonna dish.
We are going to
about
Private
Life
it was amazing.
on Netflix. We're gonna do our Cisco and Ebert. Yeah, we got 2 thumbs up on this.
Okay. So it was interesting. I loved how real it was in some aspects. We'll talk about the. Are you kidding me right now? There were so many moments where it's like, no, he did not just do that. So the movie is about a couple who are trying to conceive and has gone through trying on their own, and then they did a few IUIs. And then
not successful.
Did not work.
So they elevate to the next option.
They had to deal with that consultation, sitting across from their fertility specialist and going like, okay, we have to kind of bring the big guns. We have to go through the IVF process. Insemination is no longer working. How challenging that was in itself. And then the last one was
it showed about the wife going through her egg retrieval process, and they had really good what I liked about when they were in the clinic is they really gave you this view of how many people are active in it. I thought that it was dramatized a little bit. I don't know that all clinics are that the way that they had it kind of situated, but I think the message was there's a lot of people that do this,
going through this process,
and the other part of it in the waiting room is that it was quiet. It was a very quiet.
It was sad. It was really sad. And honestly, I did not like their doctor. He made me very upset.
I would not refer to him.
None of the physicians, none of the fertility specialists that I've worked with in the past 16 years are ever like that. So I'm not really sure what the goal was or what the point. The man was so disconnected, was obnoxious in ways that I just wanted to slap him, but I couldn't. I was just watching. But I get really emotional when I watch. When I'm watching.
Animated.
But he was just so disconnected and made like weird jokes, and you can see the struggle in the couple's face and eyes and heart and soul. And it's like, oh, let's just make a baby, or you can't get pregnant using your eggs. They're so done. Let's get an egg donor. Here's a brochure. Take a look. And it was just.
Yeah, I think it lacked the empathy of what couples might go through. And I think also, too, what you really got from the couple was the exhaustion that occurs between couples in the relationship, and how consuming the whole process can be. Yeah. So
they've gotten into a part where they're like, we just want our life back.
Yeah.
I don't even want this anymore. We just
and
want
with
to be
family and friends also making that note too, and how to interact.
Stop?
Yeah.
I thought you stopped.
I thought you were going to adopt.
And it was, and of course they gave another spin, kind of showing the couple in holidays. It was like, was it Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
It was Thanksgiving, and it just gave you a raw look into someone's life who is struggling with infertility. And how they may look okay on the outside, how they cope with the holidays, and how the struggle is so silent and so deep and so, and it can be damaging. Even you could see it affecting the relationship
how
between
taxing.
a very loving couple.
Yeah.
But it kind of touched on also couple very important matters. One is egg donation. When she was faced with, okay, we are going to do egg donation. She was not in favor. He was considering. Then you had to look into, I'm going to use an egg donor. That's not my genetic material, but I'm still using your sperm. How is this fair? Then they start looking at egg donor database, and they felt like it was a disconnected process. Yep. Then they went and, what if we picked a family member?
Somebody they knew.
Yeah. And they ended up with...
Yeah, so it was. I thought it was really good as far as the challenges that parents face and the struggles and the decisions that have to be made, and I think most importantly too the grieving process. And in some aspects, there isn't that time always given to grieve. So I thought if you want to,
so
I encourage you to
really
watch
good.
it.
They also touch on adoption, which to me was we've had few posts where many feel like, okay, why can't they adopt? And be my filter here. While you might think you are a genius and you tapped into something that nobody ever thought about, adoption.
Okay.
Okay. I get upset with comments like that. I feel like people they need to be educated before they post comments like, why don't you adopt? People that have come to surrogacy or egg donation or any part of third-party reproduction have exhausted all other possible ways. In this movie as well, they show how this couple was on the wait list for years, how they were played, how they were taken advantage of, how they were never got that call. They wanted that. What they did is increase their odds by being on adoption list, trying egg donation, trying themselves, anything to just have the family that came to us so easily. So please don't be judgmental. Don't think that these people did not think about adoption, about being foster parents, it's a long struggle before they decide to go through surrogacy.
Yeah. So, and sometimes, that it just ends up being that's how it worked.
That's how it works.
How it
and
worked.
I look at it as just another way of having a family. That's it. If adoption is for you, bless you. Go for it. If things work out, if things align, that child's going to be so lucky to have someone who is desperate to have a child. If egg donation is the route, why not? If surrogacy is the route, why not? If sperm donation is the route, why not? Why not? Just why not? I mean, to me, it's like whatever fits what you're looking for and what you're needing to just become a family. Just be there to show the support and offer that.
Yeah. And I think you're right, too. I think the biggest component is education and understanding what this is like. It's not just haphazardly done and choosing like, oh, we're just going to have this baby with a surrogate. And I think with a lot of, the media lately, a lot of celebrities kind of being more vocal about using a surrogate and doing surrogacy. And it's not, I feel like we're starting to get that realistic view of, they're older. They're not able to, for whatever reason. Maybe they had challenging pregnancies already. I know we've had, I'll use Kim Kardashian as an example. She had very difficult pregnancy in her
she's
first.
Capable of having her own genetic child.
Yeah, so
they
did it. And I liked how, I remember, not that I watch it all the time at all, just I don't often enough.
Just every week.
But
just kidding.
They have a lot of good things to share.
Like, totally.
I feel like really, in mainstream when I watch that.
It aligns with who you are, Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. One thing about me, Kim Kardashian is me. But I remember one episode, she was in the car driving back from the agency and talking about how the evaluation of trying to choose a surrogate, and I thought that was really nice to see, like after you leave a conversation with us, the process that people go through trying to figure out, like, gosh, I didn't even think about that. There's so many questions that we had to consider. So I think the more that we're seeing that, the more that we are educating. And of course, Facebook Live with Open Arms is probably the best platform right now that you could, use.
Utilize, absolutely. Talking about celebrities.
Yeah.
We've been blessed to have a few go through our agency.
Yes.
You know what I took from that? I love when you see it, like sometimes in magazines, celebrities are just like us. They are.
They are.
They are. Honestly, when it came to this process, they were just like any other client.
Any other struggling parent, every other anxious, nervous,
desperate for
excited.
privacy.
Yeah.
And wanting this and wanting to be seen as a parent to be.
Yeah.
They were not here to sign autographs. They were not here because they are so-and-so. They were here because they're parents. They want to become parents. Yeah. That's it. And I love that.
And they had the same challenges that everybody does. There wasn't anything different. I think that's one thing about this process that we always experience is that you can put the best laid plans. You can put so many things in place, and there's just this X factor that is the final indication of whether it's going to be successful or not. Yeah. And everybody faces that same fate of whether it's going to work out or it's not. And if it doesn't, we need to regroup and look at our other options. Let's take a step in a different direction, or we'll try again. And they, again, face the same challenges. So I think that's another thing. I think that's another thing that celebrities carry. They have this, this image of themselves. Or an image out in the public, but they have these struggles that they don't always have that room to kind of process through. Yeah. And in relation to the movie too, when they're with friends or with people that don't understand this whole process,
have to be completely different.
Yeah, they don't. They don't
be themselves.
Right. Exactly.
They could not be themselves, and they played it down when it was really, a big deal. The ending of the movie left me puzzled. I'm like, please tell me they have a baby. Please tell me that. But of course, it was the reality of it. They just left it open. They got another call from someone who's pregnant and wanting to give the baby for adoption. And they went to meet with her, remember?
Is it too late for spoiler alert? I think, right?
We said that in the beginning.
We did.
Technically, you don't need to see the movie
and
now.
then we diverted.
Technically.
Really, Netflix should talk to us.
We're not being sponsored, by the way.
No.
They did not pay us.
Well, but we pay
Netflix.
them. But we pay them.
We do.
Yeah.
What is it, $10 or something?
I don't know. They keep changing it. They keep raising it.
Okay.
Anyway.
So all of that, we cannot forget, when we saw the movie, it just brought us to how much we do and how much we really love what we do. Yeah. Because so many of those couple come to us and so many leave with a baby and so many, as we always say, become as miserable as the rest of us and have babies.
You don't say that, not out loud.
Not out loud? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they do. We say it immediately after. But
how wonderful and
yes,
and exciting all the new developments are when a child grows.
Yeah.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
See, I can't lie about it. But we had a very successful 2018. We had a lot of births. We had a lot of babies, and we had so much that happened. So much. There was this amazing growth. Within Open Arms, within the staff. Mm-hmm. Even the location has changed.
We moved. By the way, if you have an office and you ever have to move the office.
God, that was a pain.
Oh, that was a beast. Be prepared.
But once done, everybody had the space they need to be more productive, to be more helpful. And we love the space we're in at the moment.
Yep.
We wanted to do like a quick recap on like 2018. What happened?
Yeah, we moved.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. I know we did other things,
We did move.
Yeah, no, our staff grew, and if you log into our website, by the end of the day, you can see our entire staff on there. About half of them are on there right now, but we got everybody up to date, so you can see our full team now, which I'm very excited about.
Bees,
very busy bees, and you can see how many people are kind of working together and behind everything here to make all of these different components of this machine work. Yeah. We sponsored a couple events. We were at Men Having Babies in June. Amazing. That was fantastic. We loved being part of that.
That was their first event in Florida. We were platinum sponsors. We loved the event. We loved
the education that they do there. And I think we're going to continue working with them in 2019.
Favorite panel was when they brought
the teenagers
conceived through this process
to
talk about what that's like for them.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I loved that.
Yeah.
That should be like a staple in every event, I think.
Yes.
Do. I'll send that as a suggestion to Ron.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
What else did we do? We
Designing Daughters.
We designed our daughters. That was an awesome gala that we were part of.
Designing Daughters is a local group here in Sarasota, Bradenton that helps support the community. Yes. They do a lot of charity work and they do a lot of mentorship. And it's just great women that are part of that. A lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different things that they bring to the table, and they do a lot of great things in our community. So we were very, very proud to be part of that.
What else? We did an amazing evening in India with Global.
I did not.
Well, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Share Care Global is what. Yeah, you were not there, but it was so much fun. It was great. Hi, Sheena. She's my awesome friend. Yes. And they do so much to help women in India, children, and just improve the quality of life there. They're just amazing, passionate people. And it just shows that, what we do here at Open Arms, it doesn't always have to do with, newborns or babies or whatnot. We're here to help families, whatever that looks like. So when they reached out to us, we were like, absolutely, we must.
You were in Sarasota Magazine?
Yes.
Celebrating our 15 years.
Yeah, celebrating 15 years.
I say our 15 years, really your 15 years.
Yeah, ours as a team. I mean, when you come in, you become part of the 15 period. But that's like a decade and a half.
And a half.
I'm not. Oh, my God. Seriously. I would not finish my sentence.
Yes.
Anyway.
Bay News 9?
With Al.
Yeah, you had a whole special on that. What's wrong with you?
I cannot. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Every day. Every day I ask at least once, what's wrong with you?
And I'm like, how much time do you have? Right?
So Bay News 9, that was a great segment that you were a part of, and we had a surrogate part of that.
Yes.
Julie. Yeah, Julie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Experienced
surrogate.
Yeah. She's pregnant now, right?
She's
pregnant now. So it's
second pregnancy.
Yeah.
Same couple.
Yeah.
Amazing. And we had so much fun. And we also did Univision.
Yeah, over in Spanish-speaking land.
Our surrogate, Miriam.
Yes,
Remember?
Miriam is fantastic.
She did great.
I love Miriam.
Great.
She's amazing. But she was interviewed by Univision, and a lot of people. She shared that a lot of people would recognize her from it, and ask her. I know she did so good.
She felt so good about it.
Yeah.
She just, and again, it goes back to educating people, because some came to her really loving the fact that she did what she did to help a couple, and some came to her and was like, how could you give up the baby? How was that like for you and your family? And she just turned it to a moment where she would tell them more about the process and how she's not genetically related to the baby, and how she got to know the couple and she's in touch with them, and what was the process like, life-changing for her and her family, and the support of her husband. Her husband is incredible. I loved him.
And her son is so freaking cute.
Yeah. So
crazy cute.
What else? We did
Laura went to Argentina.
And Maxime went to France.
Maxime went to France. So that was great. We're like, get out of the office. Go see them.
I mean, we really had to push him out.
Oh yeah,
they
were like twisting their arm.
You must travel.
Yeah, and they said.
But that was really great. Going to Argentina and meeting clients there.
We're doing that again this year.
Yeah, and same thing for Maxime.
Maxime in France, yeah.
Yeah, and we that's going to be on the agenda for next year. So we're excited to share with you more about what's happening in 2019. Last thing we did was the Tampa Bay.
Fertility conference. Yeah.
The reproductive medicine group.
Yeah, focus a lot on egg donation and working with egg donors and the pros and cons. And, again, going back to this movie, when things don't work out quite exactly how you want them to, using your own eggs, what are your options? And, many clinics have a donor program, and then there's agencies, and what are the differences, and what are the pros and cons of each. So I thought that was pretty good education-wise. Again.
Well, now I know why I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
2018 was packed.
Can't believe we did that. I don't even
And we moved.
We moved. I wish I was this productive at home.
Nobody cares about that.
I know.
Yeah, well, we do. We do. But yes.
Somebody might someday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you're productive here.
Very.
Very.
Usually.
Yes.
If I have my Wawa coffee, I'm pretty good to go. If I don't have the coffee, and they had a really good winter blend this holiday season. If you don't drink coffee,
I don't drink
but
coffees.
It was good. But I just saw that they don't have it anymore.
I don't know how we switch into coffee, but
I'll process through that on my own time.
What else?
Well, we're going to continue Facebook Live.
Yes,
starts next year.
That was a product 2018. We thought we'll give it a try, and it was so much fun, and it continued to be. And we're always welcoming to your questions, your suggestions.
Who do you want to see? What do you want to know about?
We'll make it happen.
I can talk about this all day long in all kinds of aspects.
And,
usually boring, geeky stuff, but.
And Wawa coffee, and you don't want that. So send suggestions. What else you want us to talk about? We have all of 2019 to plan out. I think we already have 2 for January and February. Hi, Tim.
Happy New Year, Tim.
Happy New Year, Tim.
Hi, Doc. We saw it. We just lose track of our thought.
So January, I'm super excited about that episode. We're having Melinda, who is a 2-time surrogate mother. She has worked with us a few years ago and delivered, an absolute dream, a baby girl for an international couple. She is now working with a French couple, and we are expecting. So I thought, she's just amazing. She's very low-key.
She's pro.
She is, nothing can...
very calm.
Very calm. Nothing can really
rattle her.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's the word. She's very sweet. She's good energy. And we thought, oh my God, what an awesome way to start 2019 to have someone like that to tell you she's married, has 2 kids of her own, has done surrogacy twice. Why? And what was that like? And why did she come back for a second? And how did that positively, impacted her family? How did she dig into that support to go through this process? What questions did she face on every day when you're pregnant and everybody's like, oh, congratulations, and you have to say it's not mine. So we're super excited. That's going to be January 25th? So
Ish.
January 25th? No, it's 25th.
Yeah, good.
No, ish.
Okay.
25th. Anyway, and as we were thinking about, February, what do we do? We're back into the adoption. It will be really awesome.
We're thinking about February already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I think I'm halfway through my birthday. May 1st. Happy birthday to me. Anyway, so February we're thinking adoption. Why not hear that perspective?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a guest yet, but we will make it happen. That's what we do. We make things happen.
But we have vision boards.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Please call me.
This is what we want.
If you're an adoption attorney. Happen. Then I'm going to start begging. If you're an adoption attorney or an agency, call me. But no, I thought it would really be nice to kind of hear that other side of what we do. The challenges, the pros, the cons, and in fact, I have. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Mm-hmm. We have so much planned, and we're so excited to share the next year with you. Mm-hmm. What else do we have? And this is with no coffee. I'm like all wired up with no.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't need it. It would be it would be dangerous here.
Okay, for me.
Everybody would shut their door. We'd have to, like in Devil Wears Prada, when he's like,
are you done?
Was it?
Okay, so let's wrap.
Okay.
What else do we need to mention?
I think you did great this year.
Thank you.
You did a lot. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I think we're a great team.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, hey, Anna.
You need to be here, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm mad at her. Anna was part of our team, and she got like
Then
busy.
she went off and had like, I don't know, a brood of children. And
Well, you know what? If I had that DNA, I would too.
Oh, true.
They are stunning babies, and
True.
she moved, and she's back. But we love you, Anna, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, come see us.
And we
Come
miss
visit.
you. So yeah, we are super excited for 2019. We so appreciate you and love you, and we wouldn't be here without our surrogate mothers, our egg donors, our intended parents, all the professionals that we work with that trust in us. We continue to grow. We continue to improve. We welcome your comments, your suggestions, your feedback, your criticism, anything that's going to make us better.
just a little bit of criticism.
I mean, unless you're going to start why they don't, what is it they don't.
I mean, okay, a lot. Okay.
We'll take criticism. We'll take it.
I also want to give a shout out, kudos to our team. Our staff here, we've had to learn how to do what they do. It's a huge learning curve, and do it well, and it takes time because you need the experience with it all. And I'm really proud of everybody that's on our team, kind of pushing through these challenges and trying to learn everything, and also deliver the service that we strive to deliver. And I can tell you that 2019 is going to be even better. People are getting into the stride, getting more comfortable.
Amber?
It's Amber.
Amber.
Hi, Amber. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's on our team for staying with us, staying focused on our mission, and helping support everybody that we do.
Yeah, and we also want to say thank you to our marketing team.
Yes.
Amazing people, awesome people that are supporting us and making what we do here possible. They make us look good.
They do.
They do.
They do.
They sort through.
He's crying. He's crying.
Tired?
Yeah. My guy Ty.
So listen, have a fantastic,
great
healthy,
new year.
Happy, successful, amazing, and safe new year. We appreciate you and can't wait to see you next year.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, 2018.
You've been amazing.
Peace out.
We're ready for the next one.
And welcome 2019.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Cheers.